from smoking cigarettes, right? I mean, quantity-wise, what could possibly go wrong? I find out 2 hours and 2 fully loaded joints later, I am lying down on the sofa. I can feel my soul trying to escape, hitching a ride on the contents of my body. I enjoy talking, and my friends are already annoyed at me, so it's nice to get a fresh group of people who've never heard me say the things I've said before and who still laugh and don't get annoyed at me talking all the time. I mostly talk about, family life, because I'm from a big family, so there's a lot of shenanigans happening. And I sometimes have bad luck in the way that I get into embarrassing situations. And while they happen, they're not funny, but looking back and telling them to other people is funny, because I can look at myself from an outside perspective and go like, yeah, that was really funny. I'm so not used to being bagged that I just look at her and I'm just going like, yeah, this is my basket of goods. You're supposed to beep them individually, tell me their individual prices, and you're supposed to put them in a different basket and hand them over to me and thank me when I tell you that I brought my own bag. And I was like, security? Things don't go the way you think. When things go wrong, like you plan something and things go wrong and you end up in situations that are outside of your sphere of influence. And I mean, as long as, like nothing really bad happens, as long as you're just embarrassed or, you make a fool of yourself and it's all in good humor, that kind of stuff is, I think it's nice to look back and, go like, yeah, that happened, that was funny. How long will this wounded animal wait for the lights to change? I just stood there and I was just like, yep, I'm gonna wait here. This is a bit more sentimental, but if you're from a big family, sometimes there's rough spots. And at one point I figured, if people laugh, it's easier to diffuse tension. And I also like being the center of attention sometimes. So I don't have a lot of talents. Like, my brother's a musician, one of my sisters is a gymnast, and I was kind of stuck here. And then I was like, I can't talk. And I was like, if you think about it a bit, maybe you can make people laugh. And it's a nice feeling to see people smile, even if it's at your expense. I really like Samantha Bee, because she has this biting feminist humor that I really like. Funny that we mentioned her earlier, but I also like Mae Martin. And I really like Russell Howard now that he's not with the BBC anymore and now that he's allowed to say what he wants to say. And I feel like he's really funny. It's a smaller scene, so you get to know people. And what I really liked is that one time I felt like I didn't do so well. And instead of everybody being like, oh no, not at all, people were like honest and gave me tips and they were immediately helpful and nobody made me. There was this, yeah, we know what you mean because it has happened to us. And these are the tips, because a lot of the audience is performers as well. So I really like that. It's just, it feels very warm and welcoming. I think in a way comedy for me is looking at life and then picking out not only the genuinely funny things, but trying to give maybe not so funny things a twist, because life has shitty parts and shitty things happen and sometimes you're really not happy, and during that time you can't really do anything about it, but I think how you deal with it afterwards can change a lot about how you feel about it and how you process it. So I guess comedy would be somehow taking bad things and then by making other people laugh about them, taking some of their power and making them smaller. Yeah.
And then this guy and he looked at me and he